Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is your one and only Alpha. Today I'm going to tell you another inspiring story, and it is about the guardian of the Golden Bridge. But before anything else, if you like hearing strong and inspiring real-life stories, you should definitely subscribe to my channel because I will be uploading new stories each week to keep us all inspired. So what are we waiting for? Let's now dive in with our story of the day. Sergeant Kevin Briggs is a California Highway Patrol officer, but before that, he used to be an officer at San Quintin at Marin County. During that time, I believe it was in 1993, one of his colleagues actually is applying for a job as a highway police officer and suggested for Sergeant Kevin Briggs to apply as well. At that particular moment, he was very doubtful and adamant about applying because he doesn't feel like he seems to be the right fit for the job, and he kind of doubting himself. Nevertheless, he applied anyway. Luckily, he actually got the job. However, his friend who actually suggested for him to apply for this position didn't make it. It was actually year 1994 when Sergeant Kevin Briggs got his job as a California Highway Police officer. At the beginning, he kind of really liked it. He enjoyed it because it's very engaging. He get to meet different people from different places. Everyone who are visiting the California Golden Gate Bridge, they were so fascinated. So it's really cool for him. It's exciting. However, he didn't realize that there's actually a dark side to it. A dark side that he wasn't really prepared for. What I'm talking about is actually people who try to commit suicide. Shortly after he started doing his job as a California Highway Patrol officer, he received a first call of a suicide attempt at the Golden Gate Bridge. During his first call, he didn't really know how to intervene. At the beginning, he didn't know what was the woman doing. He didn't realize that this person was actually trying to commit suicide. All he noticed is this person is actually standing on a narrow beam on the other side of the guardrail. His first instinct was go on a cop mode and ask this lady, "Why are you trespassing? You know, you could fall from the bridge," those kind of things. He wasn't really asking the right question to properly intervene with that kind of situation. And because of this, he was becoming flustered. And then this lady realized that Sergeant Kevin Briggs is actually flustered. She just stepped down and just okay, let's talk. And then that's where all the conversation happens between the two of them. As it turns out that this lady is actually just needed someone to talk to. She was just really fed up about everything. However, that particular moment of engaging conversation with Kevin Briggs, she snapped out of that thought of committing suicide. And because of this, and knowing for a fact that there's going to be many more conversations like this that will be happening at the Golden Gate Bridge, he developed a system to where he would say, "Hey, how's it going? Do you mind if we talk for a little bit? What's your plan for tomorrow?" And if the person doesn't have a plan or having, struggled to respond to his question, he would actually brainstorm with that person who will be trying to commit suicide and just engaging, to have that conversation going with the person, which will be somehow effective because it kind of deviates the attention from focusing on looking down to engaging conversation towards his eye, because he want to make it as casual, as comfortable as possible. So in year 2005, Sergeant Kevin Briggs received a high-profile call. There was a suicide attempt again at the Golden Gate Bridge, and it was Kevin Berthia. Kevin Berthia is a 22-year-old former postal worker who's been battling in depression for several years. It's been really tough for him. When Sergeant Kevin Briggs received the call, it was already about 90 minutes and he was already about to jump off. However, when he realized that there was a police officer approaching him, he kind of glanced at him, and right there and there, Sergeant Kevin Briggs "Hey, how's it going? Do you mind if I talk to you for a second?" They have a chit chat afterwards. Sergeant Kevin Briggs discovered that this person is suffering a lot. He just had a baby, a new father. He feels so overwhelmed that he doesn't know what to do. His first instinct is just to end his life because it's so heavy for him. It lasted about an hour and a half, and Sergeant Kevin Briggs only spoken about 5 minutes in total. All it takes is one person to listen to Kevin. This becomes a recurring thing for Sergeant Kevin Briggs' job, and according to him, this kind of events live with you. It becomes his mission to actually help those people who are in need, and especially those who are going through a suicide attempt. He also realizes that those people who are trying to commit suicide at the Golden Gate Bridge do suffer from mental illness, diagnosed and undiagnosed. According to the Bridge Rail Foundation, there's about 1,500 people who tried to commit suicide at the Golden Gate Bridge. There's about 37 people who tried to commit suicide each year since 1937. And Sergeant Kevin Briggs managed to save 200 people. In May 2013, Sergeant Kevin Briggs received an award from the American Foundation on Suicide Prevention. Because of his intervention, he was able to prevent these people to trying to commit suicide. It was a challenging work. There's a lot of effort involved, but the most rewarding experience for Sergeant Kevin Briggs. It gave him a nickname, being called the Guardian of the Golden Gate Bridge. Right now, Sergeant Kevin Briggs is a retiree. He retired in the year 2013. Now that he is retired, he's an advocate for mental health awareness and suicide prevention, giving talks to all places across the globe. Why I want to tell this story? Because this is really important. Mental health awareness is very important. It's not very well accepted. There's always going to be a constant bias perception about the person who are suffering through mental illness. But there's nothing to be ashamed of. And just like everyone else, we all experience the hardships in life. We all feel overwhelmed, and we all have this high and low moments in our life. You just have to allow yourself to say, sometimes I'm weak, and it's okay to ask for help because you are not alone. You deserve it. When you need help, you ask for help. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please don't forget to show some love to the like button below and let me know what you think about this episode. If you'd like to contact me or suggest a story, my information will be provided on the description below. Please stay tuned because I will be uploading new stories in a couple of days, so look forward to it. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. Until next time, bye for now.